Um, Good evening. It's about 10 o'clock at night. I'm really just starting to get into this YouTube thing. So for those of you that know me personally, you know I have kids. So I have to do everything when my babies go to sleep. Those of you who are not familiar with me, my name is Shamika Atherton. Just a little background on me. I have obtained my bachelor's in psychology from South University. I started in 2019, right after I had my daughter. I had her in November of 2018. I started in 2019, January 2019. I finished in August of 2022. I started the master's program for criminal justice in October, no, August, I'm sorry, of 22. I went straight, like, when I walked across the stage and went straight into the other degree. I finished that in October of 2023. And then this May, I started um, my master's in mental health counseling because I thought with my master's in criminal justice, I could just do substance abuse counseling. But I live in Florida now, and um, they have a law where you can't practice any type of counseling unless you've done your internship hours, which is like 1,700 hours that I will have to do next year on top of, of course, obtaining a certificate. Um, I found it was just easier for me just to get my second master's. Um, right now, I am in my, I started spring, so no, I started, excuse me, summer. So I'm in my fall semester now. And I just wanted to just put it out there. I'm not giving anybody advice. I'm not telling anybody what to do. You are your own narrator of your own story. I'm just discussing gems that I learned in school to help me as I become a counselor and deal with my own clients. This is just something that if I discuss, if I learn, I find it interesting, I share with you guys. I'm not trying to be a no, I'm sorry, a medical professional. So if you like what I say and you use it and it don't work, you cannot hold me accountable. I'm just gonna be, just put that out there because that's not my job. My job is not to tell anybody what to do. Um, the reason that I chose grief, trauma, and substance abuse is because a lot of substance abuse comes from grief and trauma. Um, and let's just be real, we all have went through some sort of trauma. We all deal with grief, and even so more on a higher level now than ever before, with people just the killings and the violence, and then the sickness. A lot of younger people are now getting cancer and just like having strokes and heart attacks. So it's not like back in the day when you had to be older and something happened. So the reason that pushed me to be a counselor, just to give you a little background without divulging too much on me, is I'm adopted. My biological parents are very much still alive, doing okay. I don't speak to my biological mother. I haven't spoken to her in a while. I think that she's doing okay. My dad, he's my dad. Um, that's a whole nother topic. Um, and so I was raised by my grandmother. My grandmother then was um, unalived when I was 4, and then I had um, 3 aunts. 2 aunts passed away, and my baby aunt is still here, and we talk almost at least once a week. We try to because we have busy schedules. Um, and so the aunt that took me, um, she raised me and put me through school, so I call her mama. That is my mama because anytime that somebody else raises a child that's not theirs and have to deal with the trauma and the headache that I put her through, she deserves nothing less than that title. And then my other aunt, I spent a lot of time with her too, and she passed away. She was my eldest aunt. And my mom died from colon cancer. My other aunt died from other health symptoms. health issues. She had like congestive heart failure. She had issues with her breathing. Um, so just health issues, and then cancer does run in my family because my brother did die from it when I want to say he's like 28, 29. He died from colon cancer too. So what really made me divulge into it was the fact that I didn't know how to deal with grief. So I didn't do like hard drugs, but I did like I got drunk a lot, and I did, smoke some marijuana. Like I just could not go a day without a drink because I didn't know how to face the reality of not having her with me anymore. And then to add the fact I wasn't there um, for her as I should have been, so I had to deal with a lot of regret, and I did things that I should not have done that, of course, I could not take back. But before she did pass, I did give her my apologies and, let her know that how sorry I was because I was being selfish and I had to face all of that. And I didn't know how to. Like, I didn't know how to let myself grieve, let myself validate my own feelings, like, let myself grieve in a healthy way. Um, so I had to, and I did that for years. Like, I couldn't get it together for years. And I finally was like, okay, I have got to stop. It's just not, it's not working for me. This is not cutting it. The way I'm going, I'm going to have a messed up life. I didn't have kids at the time, but I didn't want to be in a situation to where um, that if I did have kids, I wouldn't be in the right frame of mind to take care of them. So I had to make some changes. So that's why I was like, I told my husband, I want to start a podcast. I want to start something to where I can just, do some research. If people have questions, if people have things they want to talk about, that I can just talk about them. He, was like, you just have to be careful because if you say some things, you are putting yourself out there on the internet, and people can be hateful, people can be demeaning, um, people can just be right out ugly. And I've seen that. I've seen people post videos and people straight tear down somebody because they don't agree with what they're posting. I'm not asking you to agree with me. I'm not saying that you gotta watch my YouTube or listen to my podcast, but I'm saying what I'm learning because we all know somebody that could hear it. We all know ways we could be there for somebody. Um, so I just wanted my first video to be like an introduction to me, to know that I am not no better than nobody else. I had to get myself together, and I actually went to therapy myself, and I had a really, really nice therapist, and the way she let me figure things out for myself without making me feel unvalidated said a lot to me. I promise I won't always be in my pajamas either. But I just put my son down and my daughter's getting ready to go to bed. So I really had to think about that, and I really had to process that. And I'm like, okay, this is how the effect I want to have on other people. So if it's something that you wanted me to talk about, if it's just something, I don't have to say names, I don't have to say anything. You can just drop anonymously. I will be working on a email that will be linked to this, and my husband will monitor like all of the comments. He'll monitor the email. That way I don't miss anything because I do work. I do have 4 classes this semester, and I do have 2 kids that I'm gotta get together. So I can't do it all. And so in his free time, he's gonna come through and just kind of go through and then get a list of things that people want to talk about, or if they want to hear. I said each week I would just come up with a topic. And it can be, I don't have a lot of experience in family because I don't know what a healthy family looks like. So I can't tell you how to deal with your family problems. I'm learning, but I want to speak from areas that I have experienced, and I'm not just telling you like, or giving, just book gems. I'm giving you real life gems. Like, this is what I learned, but I also know for me that way didn't work, and maybe for you that way may not work. So this is stuff that I am very familiar with that I want to touch on. So um, for right now, I'm just going to post in the channel, and then what will happen, I'll share my link on Facebook, excuse me, like TikTok and all of that. And then I will try my best to look out. If I don't have anything, I'll just do some research, like what I'm learning this week. I do go to Adler University, and those who may not know, it's a school that Alfred Adler founded, and he believed in like a holistic approach, and he believed in a law of movement where you just don't talk, you just do. So I may just do. Um, I just had his class, a class on him rather. So I may just do like my first week, just kind of talking about that and how that can help us with certain situations. So I'll do that research. My goal is to drop a gym every week, just once a week. It may be on Thursdays or Wednesday nights, or it may be on Friday nights. Because those are the nights that I'm not too busy with other things. So I hope you guys tune in. Like I said, please don't take it as I'm giving anybody medical advice. I'm just want to share some things and just get some knowledge out there because it may help somebody. If it's not meant for you, it's not meant for you. But I hope you guys have a good night, and I will check back in within a week.